When I was little, I had a dream. I dreamed it was the second coming of Christ. I saw him on the clouds. And I tried to call my family to come and see. And I was calling them, come and have a look, come. But they didn't come. I used to call them to show them sunsets, to show them a bird, to show them a flower. But I think they got tired of me showing them what I saw as beautiful. And I was haunted by this dream that I had of Jesus coming on the clouds and no one coming because I was telling them to come and see it, to be there. So I was contemplating the channel and why I'm doing the videos. Well, I know why I'm doing it. It's bringing me the most joy. It is aligned with who I am. Even the dressing up is not something I do for views or to hide. It does help to bring distance between my avatar and the message. But it is also because it's fun, it's me, it's what I love doing. You can listen to any message that you want to, but you're here because you're on the frequency. And what I'm going to bring to you is something that your higher self wants you to hear today. It is something that will help you as you move forward on your path. Maybe you asked for an answer. Maybe just your spirit asked for it and you are not aware of it. But this might be the way that Source uses to bring you that answer. I've seen many, many miracles in my life. I grew up in a Christian home and followed that tradition. I was a missionary for many years. But I think not the kind that you would associate with the word missionary, because I made lots of friends over different cultures and different religions. We would swap books and I was invited to weddings. Those are just the structures we were born into, because our spirit knew that we would learn certain things that was necessary for our development, for the expansion of our consciousness. And some people stay in structures that are actually, on the long run, not very good for them, because they might be afraid if they go against what they were taught or go against the culture they were born into, that something bad might happen to them. They haven't got the strength, the resilience to change or to be a breaker of certain traditions in a family. But I know many of you, as I've said before in my videos, many of you who listen to this channel are cycle breakers, are rebels, are those who decided they are not going to stay in fear, and they are going to explore the wonder of this life. If you want to know if you made a right decision, be it in love, be it in finance, be it in health, be it in career, how do you know it's the right decision? It is when you made it out of love and not fear. Because there are no wrong decisions if we make it aligned with who we are. If we can feel the fear but still do what is aligned with our inner being, because our inner being is aligned with our higher self and with our purpose. I was listening to Abraham Hicks the other day, and they said that we are always reaching to feel better. Everyone is reaching to feel better. That is true. So what is it that you are chasing? What is it that you are longing for? Is it connection? Is it to belong? Is it to feel safe? Is it to feel free? Anything you want is yours. Start to believe in magic. Start to believe in the truth of that. We are not here to suffer. We are not here just to wake up in the morning, do things that we don't want to do, and then go to bed tired and not even have time for anything that is aligned with our inner being, with anything that brings us joy. Why would we be here to spend our days doing things that are not bringing us joy? You have to break free from the matrix. The matrix is inside of you. You can begin by unplugging from the news, the social networks that are so negative. It is not turning a blind eye. It is choosing on what you focus, choosing your perspective, and knowing what is true. What is true is that you are eternal, that you can always choose, that you are always protected, that everything works for your highest good. Some people will say, I'm a high risk taker. I'm not a high risk taker, because it only is a risk if you do not know what the truth is, or if you do not know that everything always works in your favor. If you do know it, there's really no risk, is there? But you have to do what is aligned with what you came to do and what you came to experience. So, as a first step, I would say, make sure that you spend some time alone each day. The more time, the better, so that you can truly hear. You don't have to follow any instructions of anyone. You can just be quiet and wait. But it is not waiting, it is just surrendering to what is bigger than this human avatar, surrendering to your spirit to hear, and all the answers will come to you. Maybe this video is a little part of that answer that you were seeking. And I will continue to bring the messages as Source brings it to me, reveals it to me. I'm dedicated to it. I was hearing these words for weeks now. The messenger is the message. I was meditating on it and I was asking what it means. But these words are not for me. That is what I realized. Or rather, not for me alone. It's for all of us. You are the message. You don't need a specific qualification or a specific talent. You need to be true to who you are, to be aligned to your core frequency, which is the source energy that is moving through you. But specifically this individual perspective of source. The one that is waking up to itself through you, through how you interact through the things you see, through the things you do, through the things you create. The creative force that is flowing through me is the same creative force that is flowing through you. And it awakens in us an excitement to grow and to experience more things and to discover more things. Do you think we know everything? Do you think we have an idea of the power of Source? We can't even imagine the expanse of the universe, which contains the multiverse. We can't with this brain, this limited mind, understand it. But when we become still, when we connect with the field, we have access to so many things. We have access to knowledge. We have access to different aspects of us. Like I've discussed in the previous video, we have access to different versions of ourselves that will give us a rounded experience of us. Some versions of us that are more advanced, that wants to help us so that we can shift to that version. That is how we shift timelines. We shift to a version of us that is on a higher frequency. But these are just words I'm using to explain to you the inexplicable. But know this, hear this again, because I've said it, but I want you to hear this again. You are an eternal being. There is no end. There's nothing to fear. You can lose nothing. Because you are everything. You do not possess things. You are that. You have access to so much more if you would just not buy into the stories that those who like to manipulate in this dimension are telling you. It is the story that you believe, the stories that you tell yourself that is limiting you. But the stories that you can tell yourself that are true, that are freeing, will have that effect on you. It will free you. Thank you for being here and for sharing your energy. By observing this video and by listening to the words. Everything has meaning. Nothing happens by accident. Please connect in the comments. I always love reading them and commenting on them. If you do like the content, please consider subscribing, as it will help me to get the messages out. I'm sending you my infinite love till I speak to you again in the next video. Goodbye.